I want to talk about the HIV stigma that still exists in Black families and communities in 2025 because I've lived through the damage it causes. Today is World AIDS Day, and I want to talk about something that I rarely discuss. My dad lived with HIV, and the shame, the guilt, and the fear literally swallowed him whole. What's wild is my dad openly lived with diabetes, congestive heart failure, and kidney failure. He could talk about all of that with no problem. But HIV was the diagnosis he felt like he had to hide. That was the one that made him believe he was unworthy. He hid his truth from most of his family and friends up until he died. He didn't have the strength or the courage to share it. And 21 years later, just thinking about the weight he carried along makes me want to cry. Here's the truth. My dad didn't just die from medical complications. He died from stigma, from silence, from a community that taught him that HIV was something to hide, something to be ashamed of. That is what stigma does in Black families, Black communities. People carry secrets heavier than the diagnosis. They avoid testing, avoid treatment, avoid connection, not because they're irresponsible, but because they're terrified of judgment from their own people. So let me be clear. HIV is a medical condition, not a verdict, not a moral failure, not a reason to treat someone like they're a leper. If someone you love shares their status with you, here's what not to say. How did that happen? Who gave it to you? But you don't look sick. And here's what you should say. Thank you for trusting me. I'm here. You're not alone. How can I support you? My dad didn't get to hear that, but somebody in your life still can. Honor World AIDS Day by choosing compassion over judgment. And if this reel touched you, share it with somebody else who needs to hear it today. All right? Have a good day.